sun's out. Sun's out.
Sun is out. A bit of an update for everyone because we struggled to get any content up because of a number of things, but I'll wait until we get some people in. So we're at the end of the second day. Oh no, midway of second day. Did I make it live? Is anyone in?
I don't know. More to do.
Maybe it's a bit too early.
Maybe.
Too early.
Too early.
Just check on your phone.
3 are in now. Must be live.
So there are people in, that's good.
Yeah.
So, COVID.
COVID.
We are on the West Highland Way. We came off.
Hi,
G'day Sally,
Hi,
Brenda,
Amy,
how are you? We came off of the Glen Way, the Great Glen Way, and we came pretty much straight on to the...
Did you meet Arthur?
Yes, g'day DJM.
Dean. We're good, we're all good.
Oh, I should put my glasses
Gary
on.
from Cambridge.
Let me put my...
Arthur from Pennsylvania.
My readers on so I can see what you guys are saying. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, somebody. Thank you very much.
And Dean from Essex. Who else is from somewhere else? Denise from Florida.
Denise from Florida, how are you?
All over the place.
So, we finished the Glen Way and came straight on the same day onto the West Highland Way. So we only did a small amount. Look, I'll turn this so you can have a look. We've been coming over those mountains in the background, and we're just at a little village where we managed to get some...
Hello from Texas.
G'day from
New York
Texas.
City.
And we have something that's rarer than a hen's tooth. We have sunshine.
We have sunshine and blue skies. Amy from Wolverhampton. Everybody's from all over. You got to double tap that?
Double tap what?
Are we a bit close?
Oh yeah, so
It
we
is
are.
beautiful scenery, Arthur.
It is beautiful.
And when the sun's shining, it's exceptionally beautiful.
We've just come down a particularly harsh piece of
Are we nearly there yet?
highland.
We say that sometimes.
with boulders for about an hour and a half, boulders the size of plant pots on the ground. Very hard walking, very steep, really quite hard, and we were a bit knackered, and we just sort of sat down here and we went and bought... Hi Chris. Scottish weather.
Welcome to the English weather. Is it still Scottish
The
weather?
people you see coming in off the back, they're all coming off the West Highland Way. And g'day me dears. It's Gordon, is it? So yes, welcome to good old Scottish weather, and it's
Sunny
nice
Scotland.
today. And we've not been able to do any content because we've been out of... I'll let Michelle read the comments. Let me hold it over there, and then
Okay, let's have a little look.
then you're just gonna have an eyeball inside of the video and look all a bit squiffy.
Squiffy. You keep talking, I'll keep reading.
I'm a bit tired, to be honest.
Nowhere near there for quite a while, I know. Northwest Florida here.
Oh,
Denise clearing up after Hurricane Sally, yes.
Naughty
and
Sally.
Sketchly, hello, it's beautiful. It's always enjoy watching your vlogs because of the scenery.
It's just a short one today, Anne, because we're a bit tired. We've just walked with nothing but spring water from the mountains. We're making good progress on the West Highland Way, and we're hoping to get to the end of the West Highland Way in about 5 days, and then we can actually have a rest day with a friend of ours, some friends of ours in near Glasgow, and so that's going to be really welcoming.
It said Watergirl, is it Watergirl 49 says you've come a long ways from that first day you left your home to hit the road. 2 years now. 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years when we first left Watergirl. Nearly coming, well, it'll be coming up to 6 beginning of next year.
September, yeah. 5.5 years. Let's go 5.5.
Yeah. So excuse me feeling very groggy and very tired. We had a really interesting night's sleep last night. I think I need a good glug of water actually. I'm
Well, we're sat in
dehydrated.
the sun. We've been in the shade since we arrived because we were hot once we got down from that mountain, coming down those big boulders. It was like walking down a riverbed, wasn't it?
Like the worst pathway, and I had a good grumble on video about it, so don't worry. So we've now got to do another ascent, quite a high ascent, and then we'll start to look for a place to camp for the night. I'm hoping that we can be at the end of this West Highland Way, close to the end by Monday, but it'll take quite some doing, particularly if the roads get as bad as they have been now.
Pushing hard.
Sorry we haven't been able to put anything up. Do watch the stories if I can get a little squeeze of juice out of this camera, because we've had, since I spoke to you last time, since we nearly got killed on the road, we've had the most amazing experiences. We've been in torrential rainstorms for days on end where we couldn't even move the tent. We were absolutely, bogged in the one of the biggest rainstorms they've had in the summertime here in a long time. We've then had, subsequently, because of that, we haven't seen the sun for over 10 days, and we've not been able to charge anything on my solar panel. We've not been able to charge the phones or the cameras or anything, so we've really struggled to create any content. And if I get a little squeeze of content at all, it generally tends to be a small story on Instagram and Facebook, and and if we can, we put that up onto the YouTube platform as well.
Tiny bit of power. Internet's been a bit sporadic.
Internet last night, no internet again.
No.
So I just thought we'd probably, do a short video every day, every other day, but it's going to be harder than I expected, so you just have to be a little patient with us. I am getting some nice film footage. I'm not going to bother with the drone. We're probably going to just get rid of the drone, send it back. We're carrying a lot of weight. I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures of our bags. They're very heavy, and we're really quite quite pack horses, because we're carrying everything: our cooking stuff, our sleeping stuff,
and at
change
the
of
moment,
clothes.
because the towns or villages are quite far apart, we're carrying food, a lot of food as well, and water
As well, and it's been beautiful up there though, guys. It really, ladies and gentlemen, it's been gorgeous up in those mountains. We've been past Ben Nevis. We slept last night. We slept the night before last at the beginning of the West Highland Way, just up in the hills a little bit, overlooking Ben Nevis, which was amazing. And then we started the West Highland Way in earnest yesterday, and got a fair amount of it done, probably about a stage and a half done. We then set off this morning thinking we would get a huge amount done, but we have been walking on the worst paths. We even met young guys coming up the path towards us. What did he say?
He says, "Never again."
Never again. I'm never doing this again. And Michelle and I are walking with a sort of, I'm going to say, I say 5-year-old child, then it was 7-year-old child. It feels more like a 12-year-old child on our backs, and we're walking down in sandals down these rocky pathways, which are just almost like, they're really just like riverbeds of boulders, and it's really hard walking. And we did about 2 hours of walking on boulders downhill, and we were just exhausted. And we've come to this town. Luckily they've got a little shop. We've been able to buy some chocolate, rejuvenate a little bit, but you can see the odd person walking past, because many of them are actually hikers themselves, doing parts of the West Highland Way or all of the West Highland Way.
But a lot of people, they have their luggage transferred from Airbnb or B&B or hotel.
They go from guest house to guest house. Now, people have said to us, why don't we, actually you'll probably find there's a lot of comments, Michelle, if you have a little slide. That's not moved for a while, so it's probably... So people have said, why aren't we staying in Airbnbs and guest house and the like?
So John, good morning from Alabama.
Good morning, John.
Water Girl says, I forgot. That's okay, it's
all
a
right.
Long time. Groovy Virgo Chicks, love to see you two enjoying some sunshine. And Jennifer Miller said,
Groovy
good
Virgo
to see
Chicken.
you.
Hello. Hi, Jennifer. A big thank you for the donation from Tony O'Malley.
Thank you,
Tony, if you're watching or you watch later on, thank you very much. That was very sweet. That was through PayPal.
Yes.
That means a lot to us. It really is good, and it goes to good use. We've probably got to get some more provisions. There's a few things that we're going to change about our rig when we get to Glasgow. We're going to get rid of a few things as well. Michelle's shoes are starting to wear out.
I need new shoes.
She needs her shoes that we thought we would wear them into the ground, because both of us have been wearing the same sort of sandals for quite a long time. They suddenly have started to give up, so we really need to get new shoes for Michelle.
I want the same.
She wants the same, but actually it can mean that they'll give you sore feet.
I know, but I'll sort of keep the old ones, half and half and half, and then it'll be okay. I'll be fine.
So yeah, my pack is there. Michelle's pack is there.
I'm going to try and get rid of a little bit of weight, not a lot, but a little bit of weight. But the packs actually, the packs are okay. I don't find them heavy now.
Yes.
But I think obviously at the end of the day, feet hurt because the packs are heavy. That makes sense.
So thank you to Tony for that, because we will be putting that money to good use. And thank you to the other people that have passed us money through PayPal or through Patreon as well. Thanks a lot. It is all going towards stuff for this trip. We met a young lad now, and we said to him, unfortunately, when we arrived in the UK to do this walk, we had nothing. So we've had to pretty much get everything, everything that we have, we've had to get since we've been here in the UK. What else has happened? The rain, that's probably, I was going to do a whole episode about that. Today is really, one or two friends have said, are you okay? Is everything...
Any sign of that 72 bus yet?
Oh, I tell you, it's very tempting sometimes. I was going to do a whole series on the rain, because it's actually really quite interesting. But I'm not. I might do it if we get stopped for a couple of days rest and do a little episode on it, because it was really fascinating. What else, Michelle?
Well, it's been interesting walking this route, because 90% of people...
I'm too. And have a sleep.
Yeah,
you go on here.
90% of people are going the opposite way to us.
Everybody's going the opposite way.
Nobody's going our way.
Very few people walking.
We saw one guy
into
passed
the wind,
us today,
into the sun.
but he had just been out for a walk from this place.
Yeah, pull your hat down a little bit. The sun's on your nose.
On my nose. I've got cream on. I'm all right.
There's a lad we just met from Australia who's actually walking the Land's End John O'Groats as well. But he's kind of lucky. I won't say he's young. He's only probably in his 20s.
Thailand Phil says hello, you too. Well done,
Thailand Phil. And he's also only carrying a little tiny bag, because he's staying in hostels all the way.
Yeah.
One of the reasons we're not staying in hostels is we met a young lady who was otter spotting. She was up here searching for otters in the wild, and she'd only been up here, I think she said 8 or 9 days, Michelle, and she's had to spend $1,000 pounds. So 2,000 Australian dollars
just on accommodation. Because accommodation is expensive. So.
It can be expensive. We can't afford to do that on this sort of trek, so we are roughing it a bit with our wild camping, but we always feel good.
Yeah, we're getting into it. It was a bit lopsided last night. It wasn't quite so flat as we would have liked it, but hey ho.
But you look at these mountains above us. We've been over these things.
Yeah. And they're looking glorious today. Long may this sun last, because it might not be quite so nice if it was raining.
The first time I've been able to charge my phone in 3 or 4 or 5 days. That's why we've
actually charged some camera batteries too. So
yeah.
We've actually got some good sun
So
today.
we've done well.
But you've been wearing it on your front, haven't you?
So 1 or 2, I wear the panel on my front, look like an armadillo.
It's an armadillo.
I'm going to get off. I'm really tired.
Yes.
I'm feeling sleepy.
So it was just going to be a little one, this.
Just because 1 or 2 people have messaged and say, are we okay? We are okay. We're still struggling a little bit for power, and we're doing very well. I reckon, Michelle, I'm really proud of Michelle. I can't tell you how much, because she is doing amazingly well. She powered off this morning.
I had energy this morning.
She had loads of energy
until I hit the boulders.
Until we hit about an hour of boulders, and then she slowed a little bit. But very proud of her. Yeah. She's doing really well. We're doing really well.
Yeah, we both are.
My feet have had some issues this last few days, though. I don't know why. I actually my shoes got soaking in the storm, and I think that's probably caused. I've got a couple of extra blisters, which are a bit of a pain. Oh, they're not hurting, but I didn't want blisters.
Soaking. Actually, this morning we were a little bit slightly slower setting off because we were trying to dry some of the things that were still wet from the storm.
3 days ago
But we're
in the
dry
storm.
now. I think everything's dry.
Everything seems to be dry, and it means
Yes.
you're carrying extra weight as
Yeah.
well if everything's wet.
Yeah.
So, any questions before we get off? Thank you, Tyler and Phil. Water Girl. Any questions quickly before Michelle and I?
Just go and work out whether. Take care and make sure you rest some good going, Michelle. Thank you.
Yeah, she's done
Jennifer.
really well. Really done well, Jennifer.
Get some good fuel in you and rest on a glorious day.
I've just had a lot of chocolate biscuits, and we've had a big roll
We had a
with
cheese
cheese and salami,
roll. That was rather
and
nice.
a
Just got
coffee.
to work out whether we need to get some more stuff before.
Because we're not sure if there's many shops past this place.
No.
And
We don't want to carry too
also got
much.
some really heavy hills to
Yeah.
get over. And we really want to finish this leg of the journey by Monday.
Ruby Chick is watching us is convinced that the camper van is the way to go. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Who said Jaffa cake? Someone said Jaffa cakes.
I love Jaffa cakes.
Brenda, Jaffa cakes.
Yeah. No, I didn't see Jaffa cakes.
Water Girl says that you have a good woman.
Where?
I don't know.
I know, but don't tell Michelle. Don't tell Michelle about it. Water Girl.
Good woman with you, Steve. She says.
All right. She is. We're both
We're
very,
a good pair.
we're both very compatible.
We are.
Oh, there's so much to share, but I'm filming a lot of it. There's just
How much journey have we left to walk?
so much to share.
That was Sally said that.
What was that?
How much of journey have we got to go? Left to walk.
We've done 3.5
Have you worked it out yet?
weeks. We've done. I haven't done the miles. Excuse me.
Well, we plan on
Excuse me.
when we have a rest day, which is coming up.
We'll do the calculations. I reckon we've done.
Jaffa cakes and a coffee is good breakfast. Yeah.
We've done 250 to 300 maybe miles. I'm not sure.
Must be now.
I've got to do the calculations. We have got to do the Cuthbert Way, the Pennine Way, every way in every major hike in the UK, and we've done almost 3 of them. We've done the John O'Groats Trail, we've done the Great Glen Way,
and the West
which
Highland.
wasn't that great.
And Brenda says, is it all downhill now from the Highland Way?
I wish it was.
No,
I
we've
wish it
still
was.
got quite a bit of height to get.
Look at that little wagtail over there. I love those little birds. We have a similar one in Australia called a willy wagtail, but similar little thing.
Sounds like so much fun.
It sounds like so much fun. People say, look, this is not an easy walk. This is a real endurance of a walk. And I can say, if anybody ever wants to try it, they should. But it's a real hard.
Well, Water Girl said, is it as rough as you thought it was going to be?
It's much harder, much rougher, and the weather has been just so cruel to us.
I thought these paths were going to be paths, you know,
We
like
thought occasionally we'd walk
walking
near
through a
each other.
meadow, sort of.
None of it is.
None of it
It's
is.
just harsh, sort of riverbed, rubble.
Or over the highest hill they can find.
And so it means that we're on the roadway, at least on the A9, we could actually get some miles done. It's really hard to get any mileage done here.
Yeah, as we came right the way down and hit this village and hit the footpath, I said, oh, this is so much better.
Yeah, and walking on the road.
No, it's hard.
We'll do the calculations when we get next stop, but we've done well. We're going to be doing almost every major walkway where we keep meeting people that are just doing the West Highland Way, because to us it's just feels like a bit of a doddle, just 5, 6, 7 days depending on
The scenery is so much different when the sun is out.
yes, it's gorgeous. The lights play on the mountainside.
It makes us feel better when the sun's out too.
Yeah, look at this.
This morning was the first morning we woke up with our coats on.
It is the first morning, actually, you're right there, Michelle. It's the first real morning since we set off.
that
we
didn't
didn't
have
put our coats
coats
on,
on.
and we actually sat around just drying everything off and just felt really
Yep.
comfortable.
Yep.
Last night we got eaten to death by midges, which was one of the first times we've really had midgie problems. There's so much happened. I need to be a little bit fitter and a bit fresher. I'll do a live stream soon where I'm feeling a bit more insults, so to speak.
This was just a quick one because we had power.
I know we
and
might not be able to
we
do
had
one for the
internet.
next couple of days.
Yeah, and we're going to be out of range again, aren't we? So we just had to do this one quickly.
So we love you all.
Check us out on Instagram. He's trying his best to get some Instagram stories up there.
I'll put some stuff up there.
If we can get
it's
that little
worth checking
glimmer.
out, just
Yeah.
some little sort of snippets.
Yeah.
Try to put, if I get one, because I can film little snippets and chuck them up, and if we happen as we're walking along to hit a signal, they go up automatically.
Not so easy on YouTube, doesn't seem
And
to work so
Facebook
well.
stories, so they go on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. So follow us there if you're not. Denise says we love you. Yeah, got to see you live. Who was that? It's 2 a.m. here in New Zealand.
Who's that?
Didance 100.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, it's hard to get a time for everybody. You know, it's when everybody's awake.
We can only really film. We can only really film when we're in a place where we can film. It's so difficult to pick a time. We don't really get to pick a time. The time picks us. All right. So, love to you all. We are safe. We're still walking hard.
We're still walking
Feet
hard.
are still holding up. Today I'm feeling a bit exhausted.
Well, it's because we've stopped and we've eaten and we're debating when we should set off again.
Yeah, we're not in the mood. We're not really in the mood, to be honest. But
so Watergirl says get some rest.
yeah, I think we might stop early tonight.
I think so.
And do a hard walk again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Love to you all. If the Millers, we are the Millers, watch this, we are getting towards.
We're coming your way.
We're coming your way. We're getting towards Glasgow. I reckon we might even, if we're lucky, if we do the miles, we think, be around close enough to come and see you guys on Monday, Tuesday at the latest. But I think Monday at the moment. All right. So another 3 days of hard walking, 3 or 4 days of hard walking. Love to you. Love to the family. I do occasionally try to say hello to my family also. I haven't been able to recently. Love to everybody, anyone that's got any special occasions or birthdays.
If you wish them all, happy birthdays, all of those.
And
thank you again, Tony.
Thank you, Tony O'Malley. And thank you for the other PayPal gifts that we had earlier in the week as well to everybody. We're safe.
We're good.
Be good.
We'll see
you next time with a bit more energy, I promise. Bye-bye.